should we call this video Explosion in the Greenhouse? The greenhouse pond appears to have drained itself. This is what I found when I came out here a little bit earlier. Where the heck are the fish? Anyways, kind of stressed. Last time I saw the pond was last night when I topped it off. I'm glad that the bucket system worked the way I intended, at least. Oh geez. And my heat lamps exploded. That's not good. What is up with this? No wonder the water temperature had dropped. I noticed that this morning, that the temperature was at 50 degrees, but I didn't think too hard about it. Okay. We'll fix this. We'll fix this. Well, I was freaking out earlier, but we're good. Got a game plan. I think the pump that I was using in the bottom drain may be burnt out now. That's okay. I have some other small pumps I can use that I just happen to have laying around in my shed. So here's the plan. I have this tiny baby back shower box stack that I'm going to use. Luckily, we have a bunch of media in the pond currently that's already established and good to go. I'm just gonna end up putting it in these empty chambers. Might as well leave those bio balls in, why not? So the lava rock I have in there right now will work, and the big bog filter in the pond, the brute trash can, that thing is totally fine because all that media is still completely submerged. So I just need to get it running again. All right, we've got this little shower all set up. This part, putting the top on. And the top actually doesn't get anything other than that mat to help filter stuff out, which I'm sure I'll have to change. But what's nice about it is it won't overflow. It has that little bypass that goes into the next box if those pads start getting gunked up too much. Oh geez. What a pain. I'm just glad the fish are safe. I went and walked around to the other side. It's kind of hard to get to, but they're all hiding in that back corner behind some of the pots. Well, the guys are probably traumatized. Half their home just disappeared. So luckily, here's what my plan is now that I don't have a bottom drain. Got the pump wrapped up in this mesh bag. I'm also going to keep that mesh bag inside of this little pump cage that came with the pumps that I have running my main pond. Glad I didn't throw these out. Working out right now. Hey, you know what? If this fails again, I like that it's up off of the ground. It's not sitting at the bottom of the pond, so maybe that kind of works out. But we need more water in the pond before I can even do that. Okay, so I've got two pumps set up now. One to where that backy shower is, and one that is going to be putting water through the swirl filter again, which is a relief because that bog filter has such a huge amount of biological media infiltration that it's providing for this little pond. So this is what we've got going on. I've got one pump right here that's going and feeding the swirl filter, so we've got that going again. It's a relief. It's got to vent itself, I guess, but we got that going, and then we are almost filled back up with water. We'll get this pump going to feed the backy shower. Trickle tower, I don't know. I'm just about to shut off the hose, but I wanted to point out this orbit timer that I use. I think it's normally used as like a sprinkler timer, but I have never accidentally left my hose running in my pond and overfilled it and just put all chlorinated water in there. So these orbit wind-up timers, they are worth the investment. You won't accidentally kill all your fish. I'll add a link in the description if that's something that's helpful to anybody. Anyways. Oh, there's Mr. Grumpy Gills. Sorry again, buddy. Well, we've got this shower going again, which is good. Keeping the plant's feet wet in there. And it just works as a little trickle tower. It'll help. You know, the filtration system isn't going to be as effective as it was until I actually get that center pump going again. If I can get it going again, we'll take a look at it. So, I learned a lot of stuff here. I am glad that I built that pump-driven bottom drain the way I did, so that if this happened, it would not drain the pond. But ultimately, I shouldn't have been so cheap about not getting a float switch. Float switch would have prevented that pump from potentially burning out. I don't know yet. I haven't tried to get it to start up. I have to look into that some more. But one last thing I want to do, because one heat lamp is not going to cut it. Broken glass. So I think what I'm going to do in the meantime is shut that heat lamp off until I can get another bulb. And instead, I hate using the space heater because it consumes so much more power than those heat lamps did. But I feel like it's the only choice I've got right now. Anyways, stressful morning. It's all working again. Got it taken care of. Now I just gotta let these fish chill. Get the pond warmed back up. I mean, it's gonna make it real toasty in here though. Well, I guess there's that. Don't wish this on anybody. It's stressful. You know, you care about these fish, and when things happen, it's not good. I'm really more just frustrated at myself. I'm sure this is something I could have prevented. I think what was happening is the water that comes down through this pipe into the kind of shower thing. I noticed yesterday that it was splashing a little bit, but it looked like it was just a little bit, like a couple drops here and there that were getting out of the pond. But the ground around there is just sopping wet. Something happened last night. Gosh, because yeah, the last time I was out here, I think it was like 6:30, just to check on things. So it happened sometime during the night. And it might have been a small, gradual thing that was going on. I don't know. Then this morning I checked the heater. Or not the heater, I'm sorry. The thermostat. Not the thermostat. Words are hard. I checked the thermometer. It's got this little relay, so it sends it into the house. So I don't actually have to come out here. And I noticed the temperature was down to 50.7, which is like the lowest it's been ever. And I think that must be because there wasn't circulation going on in the pond, and one of the heat lamps had exploded at some point in the night. My hand's warmed up. Woo. I'll check on the fish later today, see how they're doing. Make sure they're all right. Yeah, I'm still shocked that that heat lamp just exploded. Luckily, I didn't see any broken glass inside of the pond, just everywhere around everywhere else. There's broken glass. Should we call this video "Explosion in the Greenhouse"? That just sounds like silly clickbait. I don't know. I'm cold. My hands are cold. We got the pond up and running again, and that's what's important. Catch you later.